Well, hello, my spooky darlings and fans of the macabre. Welcome back to Musey's Modern Dreadfuls and Tales of Terror. Today we have another gem from the fabulous author BlairDaniels. And as always, I will keep you abreast of any projects I've recently done after the tale is done today. But first, make sure that you are subbed and notifications are on. I received a really strange package from Amazon. It all started with a ding. I checked my phone to see the notification. Your package is arriving today. I stared at it, confused. I hadn't ordered anything off of Amazon recently. In fact, I thought I'd uninstalled the app from my phone in an attempt to save myself from 1 a.m. impulse buys of weird kitchen gadgets I didn't need. Hey, Ben, I said. Did you buy something off of Amazon? Yeah, socks, colander, and, what is it? Oh! Those little rings that hold up shower curtains with the metal beads on them that... No, that was last week. I'm talking about today. There's a package arriving. He furrowed his eyebrows. No. I didn't order anything since then. Did you? No. That's why I'm asking you. He frowned. Maybe Alexa ordered something by mistake. Does that happen? Yeah, a lot of people complain about it online. Of course, another way for Amazon to reel in money by making mistake orders. Whoops, you just spent $102.71 on a new stainless steel frying pan. With a huff, I pulled out my computer. I went to Amazon, clicked orders. There it was, an item ordered a few days ago. But the product image was replaced with the standard gray text. No image available. The price box read $0.00. The title of the product read, Unknown. Underneath, in green bold letters, it read, Arriving today by 8 p.m. Hey, Ben? Look at this. His eyes glanced over the computer screen. Oh, that's so weird. Probably just a glitch. He looked at me, and I must have looked pretty upset because he added, I wouldn't worry about it, Ellie. I waited for the doorbell to ring. Every time I heard the slightest thump or scuffling sound outside, I jumped and peered out the window to see if the package had arrived. But the afternoon passed without event. As the time approached 8 p.m. and the package still hadn't arrived, I felt both disappointment and relief. I'd been excited to see what the mystery package was, but also a bit freaked out over what appeared to be some sort of phantom Amazon order. But I guess it was a glitch. There never was any package that would be delivered. It was just an error in the system. Then, at 7:46 p.m., my phone dinged. Your package has arrived. I jumped off the couch and ran to the door as fast as my feet would take me. You okay, Ellie? Ben called, holding a cold slice of pizza. The package is here. Oh, he said through a mouthful of congealed cheese. I thought it was just a digital glitch. But if they actually sent us a package we didn't pay for, awesome! Free stuff. It's not awesome, it's weird. He followed me to the door, practically dancing. My hand fell on the knob, shaking. I shouldn't be nervous, I scolded myself. Shipping mix-ups happen all the time. Ben's right. This is good. It's free stuff. Free stuff is always good. I yanked the door open. There it was, a brown box about a foot to the side, sealed shut with blue tape. I bent over and picked it up. It was much heavier than I expected. Here, I'll take it, Ben said. We brought it to the kitchen and set it down on the island. He grabbed a butter knife. Ready? He asked. I guess. He plunged through the tape, pulled open the flaps. What the hell? He said, backing away from it. It was empty. I was staring at ordinary cardboard, slightly frayed and bent in places, held together with blue tape. I circled around the island, staring inside, as if something might suddenly materialize out of thin air. But it was so heavy, I finally said. How could it be empty? I thought it was gonna be something really good, like a boombox, Ben replied sadly. A boombox? What is this, the 90s? He laughed. Hey, I would have been happy. He disappeared back into the living room. I grabbed the box and lifted it. It was light now. Normal. As my heart slowed, I folded the box up and tossed it in the recycle bin. All that fuss over an empty box. I woke up cold. I squinted at the clock. 3:34 a.m. The window was wide open, curtains billowing in the breeze. Damn it, I said, rushing to close it. That's when I noticed the bed was empty. Ben! Ben? I whispered. I glanced at the bathroom. The light was off. The bedroom door hung wide open, though, and a dim golden light shone across the stairs. He was downstairs. I walked out into the hallway. It was even colder out here. I whipped around and noticed every bedroom door was open, and inside each, every window was open. What kind of fuckery is Ben up to? Ben! I shouted. No reply. I sighed and started down the stairs. As I descended, I started to hear it. A weird chirp, chirp, chirp. A repeated metallic noise that throbbed in my ears like a heartbeat. Damn it, Ben! I called loudly. What the hell are you up? I froze. Ben was standing at the kitchen island, hunched over something. He didn't look up at me. His arm just moved back and forth, almost mechanically. He was sharpening knives. Every single knife we owned was divided into two piles on either side of him. Chirp, chirp. He pulled that knife out of the sharpener and placed it in the right pile with a metallic clang. Then he picked up the next one, a 12-inch long chef's knife, and began sharpening that. And then he stopped. I ducked behind the wall, holding a hand over my mouth. Ellie, he called from the kitchen. My lungs felt like they would burst. Ellie, I have something to show you. he said. His voice was flat, almost monotone. His bare feet slapped against the tile slowly, heavily, as he walked toward me. I took in a slow, shuddering breath, extended my foot out in front of me silently. Ellie! I ran. I took off down the hall. My feet slipped against the linoleum, but I forced myself forward, lungs burning. Ellie! He screamed. His voice was no longer light and kind. It was angry. I grabbed the keys off the hook. Then I opened the garage and ran out into the driveway. His hulking form was silhouetted in the doorway, the knife gripped tightly in his hand. I dove into the car, locked the doors, and started it up. The headlights washed over him, and his eyes glinted eerily in the light. For a moment, he was still. Then he ran toward the car as fast as he possibly could, knife raised in his hand, mouth open in an animalistic howl. I peeled out of the driveway. My mind raced. Ben had never been violent. Never! Maybe it wasn't what it looked like. Somehow, he was innocent, and I let my fears get the worst of me. I knew it was impossible. There was no other explanation. I just didn't want to accept it. It wasn't until I pulled into the police station that I remembered the empty package. So heavy when we lifted it from the doorstep. So light after Ben opened it. Maybe the box wasn't empty at all. Maybe there was something inside, something we couldn't see, and we just let it free. And that was, I received a really strange package from Amazon, and I hope you enjoyed it all. Once again, the author is BlairDaniels. She is published in the real world and online, so check her out. She is very sweet and helps smaller channels become larger channels. Also, yippee-ki-yay, Musey lovers, I don't know if you realized, but I was just in a wonderful collab on Nerdcore Creeps channel of the classic creepypasta, The Rake. And hopefully I'll get a card up in here, but I do recommend you hear it. It's got a collection of really great up-and-coming performers, narrators, whatever you prefer to call us. And that's over on Nerdcore Creeps channel. I've also saved a link in my collabs section above or below, depending on what you're listening to this from. And in December will be Community Storyteller Day on Dr. Creepin's channel, as you know. Until then, yippee-ki-yay, Musey lovers. I've missed you. I had a bit of a sinus infection going on, so I wasn't pumping out quite as many, but I've been busy. So take care of yourselves and please vote. And please stay healthy so you can vote. All right, loves. I will see you very soon. Bye for now.